Transparency in government. It's something a lot of people ask for. It's something a lot of politicians bullshit us on, and we get nothing. Well, how bad is it? Well, for those of you that are not in the know, the state of Ohio, the legislature, just passed legislation to raise your property taxes by 20%, and you did not get to vote on it. They pushed it through by attaching it to another bill that was passing. Yeah. So, I don't like when they pull dirty things like that. Everybody says, oh, it's the government, they're always going to pull dirty things. Well, you know, they only pull dirty things if you allow them to. You have more power than you think as an average citizen. Read your state constitution and read your federal constitution. So what am I going to do about it? Well, I'm going to be more transparent. When you all put me in November, and I'm really hoping that you do, every 3 weeks that I am in office, I will post on all my social media and even here on YouTube what is going on in your state legislature. No bullshit, no political bias, just reporting it like they used to do, like back when Walter Cronkite was on the news. Just what's here happening. And what I will do is I will tell you what legislation is before both the Senate and the House, who's holding it up if it's being held up, what they're trying to attach to it that shouldn't be attached to it, and how will it affect you. This way you have more transparency. This way you can actually get a hold of your representative and actually say, no, I don't want that to happen, or yes, I do want that to happen. Another thing that I want to talk about real quick is Governor DeWine's dumbass Idaho decision that he's wanting to try and follow. So, everybody's heard the term gerrymandering. I would highly recommend you check out a YouTube channel called Mr. Beat, B-E-A-T. He's a political analyst and historian here on YouTube, and he does a really good job explaining gerrymandering a bit better than I can. But I'll give you the quick and simple term. Basically, it allows politicians to draw a line around a specific area where they know they have support. And what happens is both the state legislature and the U.S. government look at that line and say, oh, well, that's a new district, so here's you a new representative. So you could vote on a rep, and next election cycle, you've got a different guy you didn't even vote on as your rep. So there's actually an Anti Gerry Mandering law that's going to be voted on this November by you. It would prevent politicians from doing this. If it doesn't happen, here's what the state legislature is pushing to happen. If you don't vote for this anti-gerrymandering law in November, this is what they will do. They will pass it, and what'll happen, and I'm going off of a large document that I was privy to seeing, and also talking to other state house officials about. What it will do is it'll allow the state legislature to decide what is and is not a district. You're probably thinking, well, that's what you just said they already do. Well, this one's different. See, this would allow whoever's in the majority to decide, which means if it's the Democrat Party, if it's the Republican Party, they get to decide what is and is not a district so they can ensure votes. Doesn't sound fair. That sounds like representation. And that's not there. It sounds like taxation without representation, the very thing our founding fathers stood against. Why are they doing this? Power grab. No other reason, just power grab. So I highly encourage you all, regardless of what you vote on for me, November 5th, go vote on the Anti Gerry Mandering law and say, yes, I want this. I don't want my politicians to be able to just throw my vote out the door. But yeah, so other than that, transparency and gerrymandering, those are two more things that I'm adding to this ever-growing list of bullshit that should have been taken care of a long time ago, but hasn't been. You have a good day.